the semi-final of the Joy and Liber Cup, Heyball International Open. We are down to the best 4 players of this tournament. We started with 256 contestants. We are now just down to 4. And today's first match here is the defending champion Andrew Pagett squaring off versus Chen Hsin Ting from Chinese Taipei. It is a race to 11. Andrew Pagett has won the leg and he's to break. Andrew's got a really good result on this break. He didn't hit him as square as he wanted to, but he got a lot of energy through that track. He's made a ball. And I think the stripes are looking a little bit better. His only problem is the 14 ball down this rail. He might just play the solids though, which is interesting. He's gonna have to figure out how to get the 5 and 2. It is 11 a.m. local time. Let's see how Andrew is feeling this morning. He's played a really nice stun shot there. He's gonna still have to make 3 good shots here. The 2 is easy, but the 5, he needs a good angle, preferably pretty straight. He's gonna have to make it right down the rail. He's tried to avoid those balls and land maybe for the side pocket or a cross side bank, but unfortunately he's run into some trouble. He's done pretty well. He's almost made that. It was always going to be difficult. When he picked the solids, he knew he had to play that 5 ball. And now we have a first look at Chen Hsin Ting. Chen played a beautiful match yesterday. He was down very heavily, 8-1, I believe. And he managed a comeback of the tournament. I don't think he wants to go through that again. I think he wants to start better this time. And this is a pretty good opportunity. I don't know if you'll see him try to run this rack in one inning. He might decide to play safe at some point. He has a lot of options to do that. And the way this has landed, he's got no choice now. Problem here is the 5 is pretty close to the pocket, so he might decide to block it now. send the 11 that way. It's a little difficult to cue this ball well though. I think his best option is to flick off the 13 and try to get behind the 10. I would prefer doing that because that shuts off the one rail kick option. Yeah, he's chosen a most simple safety, but I don't believe this is gonna stop Andrew from making this. He could jump this, he could kick it too. I like the kick. Delicate one rail kick here. And he's made it. What a shot. Yeah, Chen's picked the wrong safety line. That might cost him this first rack. One zero, Andrew Pagett. Oh boy. Yeah, Andrews added a bit of juice on that break. His first break wasn't that clean either. He didn't strike the cue ball that clean. He had a lot of unintentional spin. And he just flew this one right off the table. Work to be done, however. There is a strike ball that's tied up, 15. I assume he's gonna try to play the stripes. Reason for that being the solids are a little bit more difficult with the 4, 1 and 5 being stuck. He still needs to find a way to dislodge the 15. And he's looking for a good option to do this. The 10 ball can be used. He's got a good angle here. He's gonna be taking a chance. What he doesn't want is to hit these balls flush in the face, because if he does, the cue ball might rest on the bottom rail, or the top rail rather. Ideally, he wants to flick the 5 and send the cue ball up table. He might not play it here, he might play the 13. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he didn't have the angle, so he has to find another way. The more balls he takes off the table, the less chance he has to find a good line to open the 15. Oh, he tried to do it this way. Wow, that was very ambitious. He's very fortunate to land where he is now. I think we're gonna see some containment here. I'm erring on the side of trying to hold the pocket now with a 13 ball. Send it over to the top left corner. Hold the pocket. He doesn't like it though. He's going for the 12. Yeah, he's played it safe this way. It's not bad, but Andrew can use these wall balls here to hide. And I think that's what he's gonna do. I think this was a little lax shot from Andrew, honestly. He could have wedged him up on the 2 or the 6. He's kind of sold out a thin cut here. He could make it, and the 7 and 3 are gonna guide the cue ball into that cluster potentially. So a lot of movement expected here. He needs a bit of luck. What a shot. Controlled that very well. Unfortunately, he's just missed a 15, and I believe Andrew is gonna probably follow this cue ball, use the 6 to make the 15. And leave the cue ball up table. Yep. Advantage to Andrew here, unless Chen can pull out a magical shot. I just don't see how he can play safe here very easily. He needs to get this ball blocking top right corner or bottom right corner. Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna work. Andrew can find a way here. Played a really nice strike. A little bit unfortunate. He might just have an easy little safety. Yeah. And that's why Chen finds himself in jail. Chances are he's gonna hit this ball. Making it is gonna require quite a bit of fortune. And even if he does, he's not gonna have a shot on the 8, so he's playing it soft, dead weight. And it's, I think, gone too wide. It's a foul. Andrew can afford to take his time, but I think the balls are laying good now. He's landed perfect to drift over for the 1 ball next. Excellent. Wow. What was that all about? I think he was stretching a little bit. I don't think his eyes were in line with the cue on that shot. He was leaning over the table. That's probably the reason why he missed it. This is still tricky though. The pot is easy, but the 8 ball is laying in a very tough position. Is he gonna try to move it here? Or is he playing for a bank shot? I think he's taking the bank. Yeah, he is. Cross side bank, middle left pocket. I'd say he's a favorite to make this. And made it, he did. 1-all. A very nice break from Chen here. I think he's gonna take the stripes, 11 ball. They're all open, and this is the kind of rack that gets you going. No balls on the rail. Only one shot here that he needs to bear down and focus on. And it's right in front of him. He's made it clean, and he's got a good line on the 15. This looks very much like a break and run to me. Nicely done. Watch out, 7 ball. He's fine. To 1 to Chinese Taipei. Looks like a dry break. It looks to me that Andrew is probably gonna take the stripes. The 14 ball is a big guard there at the bottom right corner. He's placed himself for a cross-side bank, I believe. He's played a beautiful shot. He wants to pick up this ball in the corner as soon as possible. He's gonna have to work the cue ball with a lot of right spin here to try and get out of that corner without getting stuck. So he needs to be careful here. And I think he can just about make it. Yeah, well played. He can still take the 11. Although I think it's a little bit too straight. The 9 is a little awkward, but I believe that's the only shot he's got right now. We could play a combo right after this. Yeah, he's chosen to play the combo. I noticed Andrew plays his patterns very well. He recalculates really quickly when he gets out of line. He finds new ways to complete runouts. He seems well measured, pretty relaxed. So he's gonna be tough to beat here. Oh, just when I said that, he absolutely butchers that shot. Drove it straight into the rail. Overcut. And he's opened up the solids too. This could be a gift that Chen will accept with open arms here, but he still has to do some work. Chen has an interesting delivery. He uses a lot of wrist, I noticed. Very compact. He's using his wrist at the moment of strike. He's kind of flicking his wrist when he plays. Very unorthodox for modern game today to play like this. Very common back in the day in the 90s for a lot of the Taiwanese and Filipino players. He doesn't have much follow through as a result. He gets his spin with the wrist flick. He's got the 3 ball. He didn't really want to land where he landed. He was hoping to play the 5, but now he has to recalculate. He might have to play the 3. It's a little risky. The cue ball is going underneath the 1 and 11. Oh, he's done pretty well. He's missed the traffic. I think he should play the 6 now. Leave himself a nice angle on the 1 to drift over for the 7. I think he can make the 7 in the side. It's a tough angle, but it's on. So he needs to find his way near that 7, as close as he can get to it. When you have an awkward angle on the Heyball table, get close to your object ball. He might even try to open it up, and I think he's left an angle to do so. Maybe a little bit too much angle. key shot here. Oh, he's played it very well. What a shot. Good result. Only problem is the 5 does not go into the bottom right corner. So he's still gonna have to play the 7 all the way down to the end rail. This is a missable shot. If he plays this softly, he needs to judge the table. We are playing with a nap cloth. So the ball does turn a little bit towards the pocket from the outside. If you hit it soft. Yeah, he's kind of snatched at that. He knew that was the key ball to make. He's kind of overcooked it a little bit and snatched it. And Andrew is gonna say, thank you very much. You left me an easy 3-ball run out. And just like that, we are tied at 2. Yeah, not his best effort. He's mishit that quite terribly, actually. Had so much spin on it. And Andrew's not been breaking well yet in this match. It is 11 AM, so maybe he's just not feeling loose yet. Maybe a little bit tight. And that could be the reason for him mishitting that break a little bit. If Andrew keeps doing this, leaving open tables for Chen, he might be in trouble. That was a good pot. And once again, Chen has the first chance. This looks easier. The solids are all open. I just don't see any problem here. This is the only shot that could cause him some trouble. he's missed it. He's flicked it into the inside jaw. And that was not an easy angle to play from. Always awkward to make balls into the side pocket from that angle, especially if you're cutting it backwards. He hasn't left anything easy though for Andrew. So that wasn't such a bad play. I think Andrew's gonna try to tie balls up. Yeah, he's made the 13. Wow. I thought that ball was not on. I guess it was. He's come up a little short though on his positional play, but it looks like he might drift towards the 10 ball here. Yeah, he's taken a gamble and it didn't pay off. He's taken a gamble there. He knew he was running into those balls. He thought he'd clear that, but yeah, very unfortunate there. Very unfortunate. Okay, Chen's looking at his options here. I'd play the 3 or the 4 if it was me, but I think he's playing for the 3 next with the 7, so it's not bad. He's gonna have to land nicely on the 4. A little stun shot here. Kill the cue ball. Perfect. Chen looks a bit more comfortable in this match than he did yesterday when he played his quarterfinal match. From what I can see, he played a really nice shot there. He's gonna have to use the rest, however. Nicely played. I think he's got the 8 ball straight to the corner. Unless he's planning to cut it in the side pocket. I'm not sure I like cutting it in the side, but he might. He's made it. Good shot. Three, 2. Okay, we're still on serve here. Chen has pulled one rack ahead. He's hit a good break the last time. He drew the cue ball. Let's see if he does it again. Yeah, he drew it again. He's made the 4. He's made the 10 too. It's not easy though. He doesn't really have a simple shot here, but what he might have is a cross-side bank on the 6 if he's very aggressive. I believe that shot is on. He might decide to cut one of the stripes into the side pocket. I think that's what he's gonna do. Called his extension early. He knows he needs to make this. Looks like he's going for this long 14 ball. Ooh. He's overcooked it. He's moved everything. And he's made a solid instead. Table's still open. Nice shot there from Andrew. I think he's probably, from what I saw in this tournament, the most consistent potter. He rarely misses open play situations. He tried to bust up the cluster on that shot. Missed it, just slightly shy of his mark. And now he's in a bit of bother here because the line that he has, the angle on the 2, is not allowing him to come back up table to pick up the 5. So he's gonna have some work to do here. He needs to land on the 6. He needs to land on the 6 into the corner, and it's not gonna happen. Now he's really in a spot of bother. Unless he plays a monster of a shot here. Yeah, it looks like he's going for it. What a shot. That was shot of the match so far. What a beautiful shot he just played. Another beauty too. Look at that. A stunned run through. Ball on the rail. And Andrew is not letting Chen to get away. And with potting like this, he's gonna be hard to shake off, that's for sure. That was a very confident run out. Another dry break from Andrew leaves Chen with a chance to start with solids. Couple balls frozen. The 2-ball is over the top right corner. He's got a chance to open up the 3 and 7 here. He might decide to do it on the next shot, not here. He's playing the 5. Yeah, he's looking at potentially banking the 7, but I don't think that shot is on. Even hitting this cluster from this ball looks a little difficult. I think he's better served playing the 6 here. If he wants to run out, he's gonna have to take the 6, maybe move the cluster, but I think he might just play safe. Well, even if he was trying to play safe, he didn't do a good job at it. That was a pretty poor effort from Chen. The good news here for Chen, though, is Andrew still has the same problem. The 9-ball is stuck. Ooh, he tried to move the 11 towards the side pocket. He didn't get it. In fact, he made it more difficult. He has a good line now to open the 9, however. He's been playing pretty aggressively. I expect him to try to move some balls here. I think he's going for it. Yeah, he's definitely sizing it up. Let's see how he lands after this shot. Needs a little bit of luck here. Needs a bit of luck. Not like this. Oh boy. Well, if luck was a factor, he just lost all of his luck there on that shot and loses the frame. Well, Chen's gonna be happy about that. He didn't have to do much. It was the right shot, to be fair. He had to play that. So to make the 8 on that ball was just maybe 1 in 10,000, I don't know. It happens. This could be this could be big in this stage of the match. That was a really nice strike from Chen. I noticed Chen hits them real square, but he doesn't like to hop the cue ball, so there's no elevation. He hits them really flat, and this seems to be the key in making balls on this table, because I've seen players smashing them, hopping the cue ball, but getting no result at all. And Chen's been breaking quite well in this match so far. he's gonna have a couple of problems to deal with. The 7 on the rail and the 5. He needs a good line here on the 6 ball. Okay, it's gonna be a difficult run out for Chen if he's to do it, but looking at the stripes here, he kind of knows that even if he doesn't run out, it's gonna be very tough for Andrew, given that there are 4 balls stuck on the left side of the table, none of them with a pocket. Played a decent shot there. He overcooked it. I think he wanted to land straight-ish on the 6 to have a line to open the 7 ball, but he didn't get there. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a safety after this shot, most likely, unless Chen comes up with some sort of a spin shot. Maybe a little bit of check side here. Oh, he's played a cross side bank. He's missed it. Very aggressive. The problem is, he might have left Andrew with a shot on the 14 in the side. And that's the ball he really needed to be on, to try and open up this cluster. And I believe the 10 actually passes in the bottom corner, so... Yeah, Andrew didn't even bother. He just laid him up on the 14. And I don't blame him, to be honest with you. He knows he's not gonna run out. Taking the easy safety sometimes is the better option. Because with ball in hand, assuming he gets that, he can create some opportunities. A 1 rail kick here. He's playing the 1, I think. He's playing the 1. And he's hit it good. Good strike. Sold out a shot, unfortunately. Okay, I think Andrew is gonna take it easy here. Yeah, try to lay it up. I think he can just about squeeze this ball into the side pocket. Nice and gentle. Ooh, well, that wasn't nice and gentle. That was rough. The pocket didn't take it. I'm not sure why he hit that so hard. He's trying to move balls there. At that speed, with a bit of hop on the ball, the pocket is not gonna take it. Yeah, Chen's played a simple save here. That was a good shot. He stuck him on the 5. And as long as you have your opponent kicking, you know he's not gonna have the same control. You know he's not gonna have the same control, but guess what? He could get a bit lucky. And that's exactly what happened there. Does the 14 go? Is he straight in? I'm not too sure, but he might try. He is trying. No, he's missed it. Yeah, Andrew Andrew's getting a bit frustrated now. A couple of shots there. He just didn't get the position that he wanted. Chen, on the other hand, has been pretty relaxed and calm. Yesterday he looked nervous when I saw him. Today he seems to be more or less feeling quietly nervous. He's played a good shot there, a little bit shy on pace. He's okay. A little bit of check side on that, a 1 o'clock cue ball. He's gonna have to go down to the bottom rail here. I think if he goes down bottom rail without any spin, he might track towards the orange stripe, leaving himself the 7 in the side. And that's exactly what he's done. He's overcooked it just a little bit, but he's okay. He's gonna play one rail here again, just missing the 10 and coming out for the side pocket. Perfect. Now that was the simplest miss I've seen Chen make or miss all tournament. I'm not sure what happened there. He had a straight into the side pocket and he butchered it. That's gonna be a big turning point in this match. Because Andrew was looking flustered. He was making mistakes. But if his opponent does not capitalize and misses an easy one like that, he's gonna bounce back. He still has one more problem, the 13. I think he's gonna have to play a bank shot. Unless he's trying to open it here. He's trying. He's done well. He's done very well. Okay, one more good shot. 10 ball in the corner. It's not a hard pot. The only thing is he's frozen on the cushion. He needs to hit this smooth. And he hit it real crisp. What a shot. I'd be curious to know whether he moves this ball, but I don't believe so. He's just gonna drift over and take the shot along the rail. Yeah, he just tried to get real close to it. Maybe a bit too close. He needs to use the wrist. Ooh, made it. For sure, Andrew is not afraid of the rest, being a snooker player. But that ball wiped its feet. We're tied at 4. a short timeout break coming up.
Accurate and smooth, obviously. Liber Win world-class cloth. Liber Win crafts its product within dense and flat and hardly loose. These characteristics enable it to lead Chinese billiards cloth brands to global stage. Liber Win cloth, the billiards and snooker cloth leading brand in China.
Oh wow. I can't believe he's missed that one. He can't believe it either. Not sure if he was trying to make it. Was he trying to make it or trying to leave it over the pocket? Whatever his plan was. He's left Chen with an opening here. I think the 14 goes. And he could open up the cluster on the left side of the table too. Gonna take a chance here. Oh wow. Did he just foul that? Did... I suppose it's still open. Wow. It was a big miss there from Chen. And Andrew just got off the hook. But then he plays a pretty poor positional shot. I have to try and play the 7 here again with the rest. Oh boy, what's happening? Yeah, Andrew is missing a couple balls here. He feel like he's lost his focus a little bit. Once he made that 8 ball accidentally, I believe it was in rack number 5 or 6. Since that moment, he's been kind of not at his best, let's put it that way. Still a long way to go in this match. Yeah, Chen's trying to move the 13 closer to the pocket. He's done quite well. Got a good shot there. He has the 13 in the side pocket. Slightly elevated over the 1. The 11 is going to be his biggest problem here. Can he play a nice follow shot and bump the 11? I'm not sure if he can. I don't know if he has that angle. It looks close. Yeah, he's cutting the 15 first. He's landed okay, but I think he's come a little bit too far. He wanted a bit of an angle to be able to move the cue ball and bump the 11, but now it looks to me that he's setting up for a bank. There is a line for a cross-side bank. He might bump the 2 here. Okay, he's decided to try and make the cut. This is the shot he needs to make if he wants to run out here. If he misses, Andrew is gonna have an easy table. So everything hinges on this shot right here. And rightfully so, he's called his extension. This is a very accurate hit along the rail. And he hit it so good. What a shot. What a clean hit. And that's gonna give him a lot of confidence. He's gonna go around the pack here. Watch out for the 6. He's gonna try to go 4 rails here, I think, at the very minimum. He just needs to avoid the 6 ball. Avoid the 6, okay. He's hit the 6. He's landed on a shot though. I thought he would go under it, but he got a bit fortunate. Straight in. And gotta hit this good. And good, he did. He leads once again, 5-4. We're going neck and neck here. This TV table has provided us with a lot of thrillers so far. In fact, I think the last 2 rounds were both heel shootouts, with Chen being the comeback king in this tournament. He's made a beautiful comeback in his previous round. He was down 8-1 in a race to 9, and he came back to tie the score. And winning on the shootout in that match, so anything is possible. Watch out, cue ball. My vantage point is right behind the cue ball, and I can see from here he can make the 5 into the top left corner. But I think he's gonna try to go for stripes here. He does have the 10 ball in the side as well. He needs to stay down on this shot. It's an awkward shot on the Heyball table, out of the pocket like this. And he's nailed it. Very nice. Now I like him playing the 13 and maybe working the cue ball to bump the 4 and leaving it there for the 11 in the bottom left corner. This would also move the 4 into a more difficult position. Okay, he's killed the cue ball instead. He's done very well. He's got plenty of options here, either the 15 or the 13 in the side. Yeah, he's landed just a little bit awkward here. He might decide to play the 14, even though he's right on top of it. Okay, he's got queuing here, he can do it. Little follow shot. Should get the job done. Perfect. And Chen is picking up his gears here. He's starting to feel much more comfortable. His cue ball control has been his strong suit in this tournament. His putting has not been the best, but his cue ball has been pretty precise. We're just about halfway in this match. There's still a long way to go. I think both players started out of the gate pretty strong. A couple of mistakes from Andrew has led Chen with a couple of opportunities that he took advantage. And he's gonna be looking for another good break here. A very nice nice strike there. Chen tends to draw the cue ball on his breaks. I've noticed the cue ball's always going back up table. And it seems to be working because the second ball is flying into the side pocket. He's got a chance here. He might take the cut shot on the 13. He's gonna bump the 2. Hopefully. Gently setting him up. Ooh, almost missed that shot. I don't know if he has the... Yeah, he's gonna have to play with the rest here. Unless he plays the 15 in the side, that might be a better option. He's playing this left-handed. No, he's changed his mind. This looks easy, but it is not an easy shot to play with the rest. Not an easy shot to play. And he's hung it up. He kind of twitched at that. He wasn't comfortable. He's not a snooker player. The rest is gonna be his weakness. But he's not given Andrew an easy pathway here. And you can see Andrew shaking his head. He's gonna have to play a really difficult shot here off the 12. Oh, he's almost done it. A worthy effort. He's just wide of his mark. Chen's looking for an angle to get back for the 12. The only ball that I see that can provide it to him is the 15. So if he lands nice on the 15, he could drift back for the 12. He's kind of landed in the 50 yard line here. He might have to play the 10 now. Delicate little cut. The cue ball is going to be traveling. Yeah, he's spinning this. A lot of left spin on this. Low left. And that's the problem. At that speed, it swerves, and the swerve, I think, got him on that shot. Yeah, Andrew had to try this. It was never easy at that range down the rail. He had to go for it. There's still work to be done. Wow. I'm surprised he didn't play the 15. He went for a more difficult shot. think we might see a bit of a movement here. Andrew is looking to cut the 7. He knows he's gonna collide with the 2 right from below it. He's gonna need to take a bit of a chance here. A bit of a chance here. And he's done really well. Oh, he's done very well. As good of a result as he could hope for. Not only did he open up the 2, but he's tied up the 15 for his opponent. Yeah, I do believe the 1 ball passes in the right side pocket. So Andrew's gonna pick up the 4, line up the 1, and the 8 into the same right side pocket. He just needs to be precise here and leave himself the right angle. He does not want to go too far down table. In fact, he's going for the 1 in the corner. Yeah, that's a prudent play. Making sure he did not end up in no man's land. Nice run out by Andrew. Looks like stripes here. Oh, that is a very poor effort by Chen. I think he just played his worst shot of the match. Is he frozen on that 6 ball? If he is, he doesn't have any ball that he can hit. It is the only place on the table that he didn't want to be in. Terrible shot. Big let off for Andrew after that dry break. Chen makes a blunder right away. Oh, what a shot. What a beautiful shot that was. Took a gamble, Andrew. He knew he was running into those balls. And that was as good as he could hit it. Still, the 5 and 4 in the top right corner need some movement. And he is going to do it right here. He's going to go underneath those balls. 2 rails out of the corner. Perfect. What a shot. Yeah, he's a little bit awkward on the 2. He can make it. He just needs to work his cue ball either for the 4 in the side or maybe the 4 in the corner. He's going for the corner. He's done well. He's landed just where he could cue the ball in between through the gap. He's thinking to play the 5. I'm not sure it's on. Or is it? It's not on. Yeah, he had to spin it. He had to throw that ball in. And he's very fortunate not to leave a shot. He just didn't get enough side spin on that to throw it into the pocket. A little two-way shot there from Chen. Trying to open up the 10 and get behind the 13. He's not exactly perfect, but Andrew has a tough safety here. Played the double case. He's done well. I think there is a lane to make this 10 into the bottom right corner. Well, it looks like he might be playing the 9 here. Oh, it's the 10, okay. What a shot. Looking good. I don't see a problem. And he's trying to get rid of the 12 as soon as possible. He's a little bit shy on his mark. He's gonna have to play a good shot here. He might play the 11 instead. Yeah, good effort. Perfect. And he has to just kill his ball now. He wants to be on the left side of the shooting line here, so he could run the cue ball back. And I think he's perfect. He's straight in, which is also good. A little draw should get him nicely planted on the side. It will be close. Okay, he's punched it. Yeah, he had some angle. And once again, a mistake from Andrew. Let's Chen pick up the pieces. He moves ahead. Seven to 5. Another good break from Chen. I'll be curious to know how he deals with this 2 and 10 stuck at the bottom right corner. He might be looking for a combination shot to dislodge them if he takes the stripes. He might also play the solids, but I think the stripes are definitely the way to play that. Oh, what a shot he's just played. What a beauty. A very, very knowledgeable shot. He knew that even though it was a tricky cut, there was a big margin, and he knew that by making it, another stripe will potentially stay in the pocket. So that was an excellent opening shot. And he follows up with a nice pot here. It's maybe a little bit too straight, but I think he has enough angle to work his way mid-table. That was a nicely played shot by Chen. He didn't have much angle, but he managed to just about get enough action on the cue ball for the 13 in the corner. Now this is gonna be the only tester of this rack. He needs to make a nice pot here. And made it, he did. A confident pot. I do believe the 8-ball can pass into both of the side pockets and corner, both of the corners as well, so barring a very big mistake here, I don't see Chen messing up from here. It's not bad. He's landed perfect. Straight in the corner, top right. Not sure if he plays the side pocket, but I think he will. Yeah, he is playing side pocket. Nicely done. Chen doesn't seem to like to play corners. I've noticed that much. Because he landed dead straight on that 8-ball into the corner, but he still chose to cut it in the side. And he's done that a couple of times already. So, his policy is to avoid the corners at all cost. Okay, a dry break from Chen. He didn't hit that one too great. Andrew is 3 racks behind now. He needs to make something happen. He does have a chance in this rack. The 7 does go into the side. And it will bring him a natural line to get on the 4 ball maybe. Or the 2. Or the 1. Well, he's landed pretty well. Still has some work to do. The 6 is not exactly in an ideal spot, so he will be thinking about that. Now, I'm not sure whether the 6 can squeeze to the bottom right corner. From my vantage point, it doesn't look like it can. So Andrew needs to find a way to get on the 6. He might just... he's looking at a safety. Now, what's he looking at? Okay. Yeah, he's found a good line here. And he's done really well. A very precise positional play. That was a really nice, clean hit there. And Andrew has pulled one back. 8-6. Yeah, Andrew's break has been letting him down this match. He played on this TV table earlier in the tournament, and he was breaking really well. But it seems like today his break has kind of abandoned him a little bit. So unless he finds it, it's gonna be difficult for him. Speaking of difficult, the 6-ball is gonna present the most trouble for Chen here. He's thinking about it right now. He might try to make this 5. Okay, he's going for the 2, running into the 6. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if that was on. I was surprised he chose that shot. On this table, the inside spin does not grab as easily as you would expect. It slides. So Chen was trying something that the table didn't offer. I think he can cheat the pocket here and try to move the cue ball into the 6, but at the same time he might not have that line. Let's see. He's looking at it. Yeah, he might just stop the ball there. No, he's going for my shot. He's going for my shot. Didn't get rewarded. The 6 might just about squeeze by the 11. If it does, then we could see him run out here. Yeah, he's looking to see whether he wants to stun this ball or whether he wants to follow this ball. To be fair with you, I like the follow better. It does help with the potting from this kind of line. He could stun it too. It looks easy, but rest assured, there's a very, very narrow gap for the 6. He might even play it off the rail and the 11 to try and pot it. Yeah, that's what he's tried. That's what he's tried. It just stayed at the lip of the pocket. This could be a big turning point in this match. That was a very nice shot. We have the other semi-final going on concurrently here. And it is also 8-6 on that table. The same scoreline. But I think Andrew is looking to change it very quickly here. Little drag shot. Yeah, beautifully executed. A drag shot with a ton of left spin. He's a little bit straight though. He might have to settle for a long ball here on the 8. Yeah, he's looking at it. He's gonna need to use a lot of right spin on this. Stun draw with a lot of side. He's not gotten the action that he wanted, but he still has a shot. And he made it. Andrew's pointing at the cue ball, thinking he's gonna go into the corner pocket. He's had a few unfortunate rolls in this match where he made the 8 by accident. He's had a couple of breakout attempts on clusters where he landed awkward, but not this time. Well, Andrew has just changed the location of his cue ball on the break. He hasn't been able to capitalize on any of his breaks in this match. And for the first time, he's made a ball, but still, he does not have an easy shot. And a lot of the balls are stuck on the bottom right corner. This is gonna take some maneuvering to run this rack. I think he has the 12. He's played a good shot there. It's a pretty good result, to be fair, from what he had. He's improved his position quite significantly. He still has problems though. He's made that one. You might see him attempt a cross-side bank. be curious to see which kind of spin he uses on this. It looks like no. It's a flat strike, and it's gone a little bit wide. Yeah, Chen was trying to stun over for the 5, and just as he was winding up, the referee was giving him the 5-second warning. I think that maybe this distracted him a little bit. He didn't get into the cue ball the way he wanted. He's left himself very tricky. He can still make this ball, but I don't think he's even gonna try. He might try to lay it up near the side pocket. Kill the cue ball. Not a bad result. Containment shot from Andrew, trying to tie balls up. He's done quite well. Although the 3 ball might still be able to pass. Very difficult shot that he just played, and I'm not so sure what was his plan there, because he's left the cue ball way up top table. I think he was trying to maybe bump the 4 and the 14, but yeah, that didn't pan out. He's in trouble now. He can try to make the 6 dead weight. If he misses, he's trying to use these 3 balls here as cover. Yeah, that was always going to be a tough ask to make that shot. Yeah, Andrew wasn't trying to make that, rest assured. What he was trying to do is move this ball back down this way and leave the cue ball at the top rail. A classic snooker safety. Chan's been working through this rack, taking his time on each shot, keeping it simple. And I think that is the way to get the job done on this table. He is using a very interesting cue. It's a cue lease with a carbon fiber base and insert shaft, their new stiff hitting shaft that they've released. We are going to take a short 5-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere, because this match is heating up. Chen leads 9-7.
Accurate and smooth, obviously. Liber Win world-class cloth. Liber Win crafts its product within dense and flat and hardly loose. These characteristics enable it to lead Chinese billiards cloth brands to global stage. Liber Win cloth, the billiards and snooker cloth leading brand in China. Accurate and smooth, obviously. Liber Win world-class cloth. Liber Win crafts its product within dense and flat and hardly loose. These characteristics enable it to lead Chinese billiards cloth brands to global stage. Liber Win cloth, the billiards and snooker cloth leading brand in China.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Chen Hsin Ting to break. He's 2 racks in front. He's hit him really good. That is a very good break. His best break of the match so far. And if he can't make the 4-ball, I think he is gonna be looking at playing solids here. Played a good shot. He's gonna have to play the 3-ball next. That is a shot that is missable. It takes a good strike to make this 3-ball. Unless the 2 squeezes by into the side, which I don't think it does. He's looking at it. He might just about have half a pocket here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was on. Well done. He still has work to do. He can make the 7 in the side. I'm not so sure if he wants to do that. He has insurance with the 6 blocking the 12, so he would be inclined not to play it just yet, in case there is an error. He's used his extension. The angle is a little awkward. The cue ball is going to track towards the 11 if he plays a little follow shot. So he decides to play the 6 first. Yeah, I'm not sure about that shot. He kind of... I think he was trying to use the 12 to maybe open the 8. He took a gamble there. He still has a shot. He did open the 8 ball to the bottom corner. And I think with that shot, he's got a perfect line to drop in on the 5 and play the 8 into the bottom right corner. This is the shot he needs to make if he is to run this rack. Ooh, and that was close, but not quite there. All right, Andrews placed for the breakout shot here. He's got a good line on the 10 to move the cue ball into the 12, and he still has the 11 as insurance, so he's gonna give it a good whack. This requires a bit of power. And he's hit it clean. But once again, unlucky with the leave. Very unlucky. He's done this a couple of times now, trying to open up balls, but he seems to always find a bad leave. He's gonna play safe, hit the rail and bring it back to the same spot. He's done very well. Very nice shot. Yeah, Chen's trying to play a one-railer. Unfortunately, he's just tied the 3 up on the rail, making it just more difficult for him. Nice hit. And once again, Andrew's just not getting the... He's just not getting the leave. Gonna have to play another safety here. I like laying this ball onto the bottom rail as we see it. can use the 11 as a blocker. Yeah, he's looking at it now. He needs to place the cue ball where his hand was. Somewhere right at the bottom end of the table. Yeah, he's done well. He's made that ball and left him snookered. That was a really good effort. Very nice shot by Andrew. Very, very nice shot. I think we might see a jump here. No, we're not. He's gonna kick this. Dead weight. It wasn't frozen. It's not a foul. But he's left Andrew with a chance. Make the 12, open the 8-9. I think that's the shot he's gonna play here. He has to. No, he's not even trying. I'm surprised by that shot there. I'm very surprised. He's left a chance for Chen here. He could even bank this ball. It's still a low percentage shot, but it's much better than being snookered. Yeah, Chen's decided to just play for distance, and I don't blame him. This is a pressure shot. He's gonna need a good stroke here. Oh, he's not even trying. I am surprised. I think Chen is erring on the side of caution at this stage of the match. Yeah, Andrew's trying to hide. I think he's done well. That was a really nice shot. He's moved the 8 a little bit. Yeah, Chen's gonna have to make a good hit here. It's not easy. He's going for one rail, I think. This could be a sellout. What a hit. What a shot. That was a really nice kick. Yeah, I don't think Andrew is gonna tempt fate here. He might. He does have a way of getting on the 11. But there's still work to be done, so he's not even trying. He's gonna play safe again. Yeah, it's a natural safety. Like I said, no point to tempt fate. Try to make the 9, because it's a sellout if you miss. Another kick here. 2 rails this time. Perfectly judged. What a shot. What a beautiful shot. I think he just about got him there. It is tight, but I don't believe he can make it. Or can he? Yeah, I think a kick shot is the way to go here. A little risky. The 3 is not that deep in the jaws of the pocket. There is a space. He could scratch. He could scratch. He could scratch. Oh boy, that's exactly what he's done. Still, Andrew needs to do a lot of work, and he's gonna do it on the 9 ball. We're gonna see a nice shot here. He's gonna have to work the cue ball with a stun draw straight towards the 11. Ooh, he's got into it. He's not gotten into it enough. There was too much stun on that. We might see another save. And that was a really good shot by Andrew. It wasn't easy to draw the cue ball precisely behind the 8. And that was an impressive control. Another kick shot. He's trying to get underneath it. This is a tough hit. I'm not sure I like this one. I'm really not sure I like this, but he's hit it good. He's done really well. What a shot. But I think he sold out. This has been a tactical rack. Both players are playing it very cautiously. And it looks like it's Andrew Pagett that's gonna come out on top. Nicely done. A little awkward cueing here, but the shot is easy enough for him to pot it quite comfortably. And pot it he did. 9-8. Andrew is slowly but surely coming back. The break has been Achilles' heel for Andrew in this match. He's tried a couple of different options, and none of them have worked. It's been dry at almost every break, and I think that's the main reason why he just can't make any inroads in this match. He's been behind from the beginning, and he is kind of at the mercy of his opponent if he can't get a successful break. A lot of work still to be done here. That was a nice shot by Chen. We might see Chen playing a little carom here, dropping the 4 and leaving the cue ball in the pocket. I do believe that's his best play. He doesn't need to go for the run out. He needs to protect the 8 ball. And that's exactly what he's doing. It's a good shot. He's got him snookered. He might have a chance to flick the 7 or the 2 from this angle. Let's see what he does. Yeah, Andrew was trying to tie up the 10 with the 7 or the 2. He hasn't been able to achieve that, and he's left an opening shot here. for Chen with an easy position through the gap for the 11 in the side. Ooh, he's hit the 11. He didn't want to do that. Got away with it. He might have to be forced to play the 10 here. I like playing the 10 here, since he's already pretty close to it. This takes a good hit, and he's been missing a few of those rail shots. So let's see whether he can deliver a firm stroke this time. And deliver, he did. What a shot. Beautiful shot. Wow, that ball wiped its feet. That was close. But he's got it. Oh, he's played a pretty loose shot here. Watch out, cue ball. That was dangerously close to a scratch. He's overcooked that one a little bit. But he still has a shot. I think he's gonna draw this ball above the 6 and then below, killing the cue ball for the 8. He might choose to roll it as well. Yeah, he's going to roll it. Real soft. This could be missed. This could be missed, and the position could be missed too. That is why I like the draw shot. Because the line was dangerously close to the 6. And this could be a lifeline that Andrew needs. What a shot he just played. What a shot. What an insane shot he just played. Wow. He kicked it in. Clean. And just like that, Andrew's hopes were dashed. Chen Hsin Ting is on the hill. Good break by Chen. He's been making balls on the break all the time. A nice pot there. He has the finishing line in sight. He just needs one more rack. All the balls are open. It's all about just keeping the cue ball on a string, choosing the right patterns. And I think here he's got a pretty easy pathway to win this rack. Unless he lands a little funny. He still has the 6, which could be the way to go here anyway. He wants to land nice on either the 3 or the 5. He's underhit that ball. He didn't want to be this low on the 7. This is not that good. I actually like cutting the 5 in the side pocket now. He's not even looking at it. I like the 5 in the side because that gives you natural position, 2 rails for the 3 ball. He needs to have a look at this. Yeah, he's looking at it now. I think 5 in the side is the way to go. One more good shot required here. Played it really well. Still a little bit of work to do though. He is off angle. I do not believe he can follow it. I think he's gonna need to stun this ball. Maybe colliding with the 9. Yeah, he's missed the 9. He's okay. He's got the 8 in the corner. He's looking at it. It's a natural path. 1 rail position. He's not rushing anything. He's shooting very meticulously. And it's certainly paying off for him. He's asked the ref to clean the cue ball. I've noticed a lot of players doing this when they're on the 8. Our referee, Sophie, is gonna clean the cue ball. She needs to do it quickly because the time does not stop when you clean the cue ball. And this shot to book a place in the final. Chen Hsin Ting wins the semi-final match to advance. Congratulations to him. A very worthy performance. Well done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you can watch the other semi-finals still happening on the Joy Final-Malaysia Heyball page. We will be back with you guys at 5 p.m. local for our final match. See you then.